Hello, how are you today? I hope you're having a beautiful day. I thought we might get some cards out and see what today brings. Oh, that one flew out fast. Knight of Swords. So, you know, quite a busy kind of reactive mindset. Be really mindful today of not being triggered, like, or what is triggering you. Have a real awareness around that. Beautiful, the Knight of Cups. So we've got the two knights. These are energy. One is very fast, one is very slow. So if and again, cups is the heart, and knights, the swords, is the head. So we've got this fight between the head and the heart. The heart actually knows the way. The heart knows the peaceful journey that lies ahead. But the head is just such a weapon that it can really rein it in and send it on in a different direction. So, depending on where you're at and what's going on, I really want you to be mindful of just where you feel triggered, where you feel reactive, where you feel, switched on within your mindset energy, and take yourself out of that and pull sort of back into the heart space. Like take a few deep breaths and know that you're okay. It can be the smallest things. It can be other people, other people looking at you, just not looking at you, but just doing something or saying something that is really inconsiderate and not got a filter to it, but it actually touches a nerve with you and brings back perhaps a memory or brings something to the surface that you're not quite finished dealing with, but they have no clue. And it's not intentional, I don't feel that. It's just a collective kind of build-up. It's like a kettle boiling, builds up to the point where it's ready to hit its temperature. So it just be mindful that, you are in this kind of wobbly balance a little bit. I would love to settle you down. Again, Two of Pentacles, wobbly balance, Number 2 cards are decision cards, but it's got this real up and down kind of feel to it, and a bit like a hot potato. You don't quite know whether you're this or that, or I'm trying to be calm, but I'm being reactive, and I'm finding it hard to kind of balance it and settle it down again. Let's have a little bit further look. The Knight of Cups also can be the spiritual journey, and whatever happens on that spiritual journey, the path forward, sometimes it's out of your control and things need to shift and change for you to be able to grow as a person. So if things are happening and, you're sort of feeling a little bit out of control with things, again, just ground yourself, cleanse yourself, do your spiritual practice, because it will bring you back into alignment. It's so easy to get wobbled, when you're going through something that feels a little bit out of your control. We've got the Three of Pentacles come out. So this is a beautiful card of collaboration, mediation, talking to others, finding your community or finding your people that understand where you're at and are able to not diffuse you, but excuse me, this is not me, this is you. You're actually not able to speak your truth. So these people might be people that can actually allow you to be heard, because I don't feel like you're being heard. I don't feel like you're being seen, and it's just consistently showing up all the time. And this Three of Pentacles is very much allowing, having that community where there's no opinions, you're just heard, The Moon has popped out, beautiful moon. Moon phases are really getting me. So some days you're really good, some days you're quite the opposite. It's quite unpredictable. The moon is also, something coming up to the surface to be seen and dealt with. And if you're walking a spiritual path, anything from your past is to be seen again and brought up to the surface to be shown, so that you can actually heal it and put it to bed, rather than bury it and ignore it. Putting your head in the sand doesn't work. You have to show up, you have to do your work, you have to make peace with yourself. Everything that happened in the past, whether it was you or whether it was you were part of it, or you were a victim to it, it has this beautiful lesson, this beautiful, if you can find the forgiveness, you can find the beautiful gift that sits within it. And like everything that happened in my past, I have to be okay with, because it's got me here today helping other people. So as adverse as whatever it is that you're going through, just try and walk a straight line, just try and stay grounded, stay in your practice, stay in you. The biggest thing I've learned is that I back myself. I have faith in myself. I will show up as me. You're not going to get a different version of me. I am who I am, and that's all there is. Eight of Cups. So this is walking away. Again, look at that moon with the moon phase. So something is going to be revealed for you to be able to draw that line in the sand for you to move forward. Beautiful healing kind of card. It shows that you have had a lot of obstacles in the, to get you to this point, but that, you are in a place where you're going to be okay. Justice is here as well. So, justice is about speaking your truth. It is all the legal, it's a legal card. So everything to do with legal aspect, everything will be, it'll be okay. When you speak your truth, some people don't like to hear the truth, but you will feel better in yourself. Nine of Cups is up as well. So, a couple of 9 cards coming out, so showing that there's achievement in whatever you're going through, and that completion is very, very close. The 9 of Cups is also the Dreams and Wishes card, and just emotional contentment. So it just shows me that, you can live your life, but if you're not living authentically and true to yourself, you're not ever going to find that beautiful balance within yourself. So I highly recommend just, you can speak your truth with kindness and grace and a softness and consideration. You don't have to be attack, or, like it's sometimes the way we deliver things that can be our biggest downfall. So I just want you to be aware of how you articulate your words. Push the mind over there. The mind will want to go rah, but I just want you to put the mind over there and just be very articulated in your words, and very considerate and kind to the person that you're delivering that to, because they've got their own stuff going on as well. Nice. So the 10 of Cups and the Hermit are out as well. Beautiful completion of a cycle with this one. Again, the rainbow after your storm, so sort of a finish to everything. And the Hermit is that quiet time away, with introspect, with that quiet, you just go within. You shut down the outside noise and go within, and you'll find your way forward. Hermit's a beautiful, beautiful card. He can see his past, he can see his future. He stands on that precipice of both, but his way forward is the future. So you sort of are doing a massive letting go at the moment. And that is actually okay, because to grow personally and to grow spiritually, we need to let go of everything that's no longer serving us. Wheel of Fortune. So think of this as life's roller coaster ride. So it's a little bit, that's the second card for that now. It's a little bit up and down and all over the place, but you're along for the ride. I didn't come into this world just to exist. I came into this world to make a difference, to live true and authentically to myself. So I don't want to live a life that's not true to me. So if you're not happy, you're not content, make some changes. I know change is scary and it's hard and everything like that, but it will, when you are sitting in your true self and being happy with yourself, that's when life starts to flow, okay? And you find that you can manifest really quick. You find that you can I don't know, you just sit in this calmer space where the mind is not engaged and the heart is just flowing forward. It's a beautiful space to sit in, and it takes a while to get there. I'm going to pull a oracle card or two. This is Heal Yourself Reading Oracle Cards by Ines Segal down here. These are actually really beautiful. They were gifted to me by a friend, and I must say I don't go and pull them out. I have lots of cards, lots of different tarot cards, lots of different oracle cards, so we'll have lots of different ones. They're not ones that I kind of reach for very often, but this morning I just went, you need to come out. So let's see what we need to see here. Beautiful. Patience. Have patience with yourself. Look how beautiful she is. She's got the butterfly up her head. It's actually not a butterfly. It's part of the archway, but looking at it that way, it looks like a butterfly. Transformation, anyway. I love the fact that she's wearing almost white. White is a very spiritual colour. It's purity. It's, it's just gracious. So be really patient with yourself. She's sitting on a wishing well. So we had the Dreams and Wishes card come out. It is very apt that she's here. She's sitting by herself in her solitude, just contemplating everything. It's a beautiful card. You don't have to be rushing around in life like a mad person. Slow it down, calm it down. Find 5 minutes for you within your day or within your diary that actually gives you your sanity. Like just journaling or sitting there going, how do I feel today? Connect to yourself. Listen for your heartbeat. And then just connect to yourself and, how am I feeling today? If you're a bit irritable, well, feel it. Why am I irritable? What's annoyed me that's got me to here? If you're feeling sad, well, why am I sad? Like, again, well, what's got me to here? Really connect to you and help yourself. Again, I am safe. I promise to protect you. I promise to look after you. Really, connect in, because you've got to back yourself 100%. I just feel like there's one more. There it is, right there. Interesting. Victim consciousness. Time to shift it. This is the shadow. You can see, look, we've got the light and the dark. So shifting this victim mentality, shifting the, life's, it's not fair, everything's happening at me and it's out of your control. It's actually not. It's so not out of your control. You have complete control to shift and move forward. Really trust your intuition. Your intuition is bang on, and you're ignoring your messages. So if you're in a position where, you're held in a space of fear of what am I going to be when I step out of this situation, you're going to be bloody fantastic if you let yourself move forward. It's just fear will keep you stuck in that, on that ledge for a long time. So you're not a victim. You're sitting in your life. Things have happened to you for your own growth. Accept that and allow yourself to grow from it. So moving forward is a big thing. Oops, that's too many. Let's just get one more, because I feel like there's one more in here. There we go. There's actually two, but let's have a look. Have faith. The cross is there. Don't look at it like a religious symbol. I don't look at the cross as a religious thing. I mean, we were Catholic people as a child. That was my father's faith and my father's family's faith, but it is not who I am, and it's not who he was later in life either. So I do believe that, your faith is your personal faith. I'm a spiritual person. Yeah, I had a religious upbringing, but it put me here in the spiritual realm. Everybody has a different faith, and that's okay, and you can change faiths if you want to as well. But the biggest thing I know with your faith is that it's your belief in yourself. It's backing yourself. it's you know, checking in on yourself. It's 100% that connection to self. You know, I have a beautiful faith, and I have worked hard to get that, and I know that that can't be wobbled. So find your faith, whatever that is. The second one is temptation. Temptation, you know, like I look at this card. Sorry, that reflection off my window is a bit bad. I look at this card like a bit of people pleasing, you know, like people saying to you what they think you want to hear to keep you in that situation. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for temptation. You know, like really stay in your lane, be true to yourself, and you'll be exactly where you need to be. There's change, there's transformation happening, you know, and that can be hard, but back yourself 100%. Allow yourself to move forward. Don't be stuck. No one's ever stuck somewhere. You've got choices. And make the choices that you need to make, you know, and life will start to flow again. It just, yeah, it just will. Yeah, see where life takes you. See what the road brings. Go left instead of right. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You might actually get happy. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Seven of Cups. I'm just sort of going in a different direction here now, I feel. Seven of Cups, so sort of a bit confused, emotionally up in the air, not sure, listening to old mindset. I've got Justice come out, so Justice is all legal stuff. We had it just a minute ago. I am feeling I'm going into a different read here. 2 in 1 today. How's that? This will resonate with some, but not with others. Again, Queen of Swords, speaking your truth. You know, it's all you have to do. If you're sitting in the court system and you're kind of emotionally stressed and worried and overwhelmed by it all, I want you to really trust the process and speak your truth. You just have to speak your truth, not get reactive. It's kind of linking to the last reading, but, you know, it's different. Let's see an outcome. So the head is very invested. This is head and heart. You know, this is loss. So for you, you've obviously experienced some sort of loss. It could be loss of anything. I'm not saying loss of person. Don't get me wrong here. It can be, you know, loss of money. It could be loss of a property, loss of a relationship, loss of children. It could be, you know, you can be sitting in any kind of part of the court. It might be loss of a car, loss of a job. This is the legal system, so think of it that way. And I asked for what the outcome was. It's to do with loss, and we have the Sun, so big happy card, you know, second chance in life card. It is a very financial card as well. So if you're sitting in the court system, it will be okay. It will have pockets of, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be okay. That's a very, very positive card to move forward. Show me more of the outcome. It shows that, you know, with boundaries around yourself and being gentle and kind and courteous, dreams and wishes cards out too. This is not going to be a problem. Whatever you're sitting in, to me, it feels like it's got a positive outcome. And I know because, you know, I've sat through that court system before with family court, so it can be very stressful. I know you're going in feeling everything is very up in the air and you're not sure how it's going to land, but yeah, look at the positive, manifest, you know what you want for the outcome and allow yourself to move forward. There's vulnerability in that space as well, and I understand that, but you're going to be more than okay. All right, everything will nice. I just like to, I'll show you. I like to split the deck and just see, you know, what I'm looking at, and I did that and got the Ace of Pentacles. So again, new journey forward, beginning. It allows you to shut some doors and start a new chapter, which is really, really important. And again, the Guardian Angel card, it's fine. You'll be fine. it's a scary situation to go through, but the outcome will be positive. Okay, take care of yourself. I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, I hope that helped. Remember to subscribe if you are new here and you want more. I do try and come on every day and put something. My readings are timeless, so if you see it in 6 months' time, it will be relevant for you. If you see it today, well, that's relevant for you as well. You can always go back and just randomly pick, you know, one of the readings, and just it will be right for you in that space. And yeah, my Facebook page is Sue Yarwood, the Spiritual Alchemist and Tarot Specialist. So if you're not a member, come and hop on, and I'm on there giving readings and healings and stuff like that too. So don't be a stranger, okay? Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.